dashcam industry be without Russia? From once-in-a-lifetime meteor strikes that they've captured to once-in-a-lifetime near misses on Russian roads that seem to happen constantly, that's the backbone of YouTube, I think. My inbox has been overflowing with questions from people about dashcams, how they work, and which one they should get. So let's take a look. Okay, here's a good example of a basic dash cam on the market today. This is kind of like the cost of admission in the industry. Like all dash cams, it's always recording until it's out of space, and then it starts to overwrite the oldest clip first. That will depend on how big a card you put in it. It records 1080p video. You see it and control it via a 2-inch screen on the back with simple menu buttons. It also will record if the car is bumped while parked, and it'll save clips if the car is bumped while driving. That's a collision, and it'll make sure you don't lose that video. Now our next camera is what I would call premium basic. Still a pretty basic camera, but this is something you didn't see until very recently. A dash cam from a name brand. For the extra money, you get more than just a name brand. You get this interesting design that should look more factory when it's installed, adhered to the inside of your windshield. You've got GPS location here, so it can timestamp but also location stamp each clip. And it's got an unusual video frame rate that will ensure it never misses the state of those new LED traffic lights that have their own troublesome frame rate. Okay, with the Vantrue N2 Pro, we're entering into the dual camera range. The front camera shoots a super high-def 1440 lines resolution, or run the front and the interior camera together, and they both roll at 1080p. That interior camera also has 4 little infrared emitters, so it can illuminate the cabin of your car for the camera, but you won't even see it doing so. Now the Thinkware F800 Pro is really starting to get into departure territory. Notice it has no screen. This guy mounts kind of like this. You set it up and view it through your smartphone via Wi-Fi. But where this camera really diverges is in its smarts. By using the forward vision, it can also tell if you're drifting across lane lines, closing too fast on the car in front of you, and even let you know about speed cameras ahead. You can also add a second camera, but rather than being a cabin camera, it sticks on your rear glass to look out the back of the car toward traffic. Now the Owl Car Cam is very security and exigency focused on grabbing moments, whatever type they may be. The Owl has an interesting cantilever arm it mounts to. The display is quite large and it's a touchscreen. The whole device is very cloud-centric. Most of your clips will live in the cloud at some point unless you pull them down to your device. And of course, that leads to a fee, $10 a month after your initial year. It also has a smart power connector, so it'll draw power to operate while the car is parked, let's say, but never to the degree that it kills your battery. The Waylens Horizon can capture track runs or leisure drives with unique on-screen attributes for either. It's very much the enthusiast choice. The Raven is an odd bird. It combines aspects of a head-up display, a connected car device with tracking, and a front and interior dash cam that you can inspect anywhere via live streaming over its 4G radio. Under $300 to start, but you'll need to pay somewhere between $8 and $32 a month after a trial period to get all the connected features. One last option is to get a mirror that replaces or goes over your factory mirror and has a forward-looking camera. Now, I've not found any of these that run full-time with an overriding logic like a true dash cam, but at the push of a button, you can grab what's outside the car to the front at some number of minutes per clip that you set. Finally, 4 tips for any dash cam you buy. If it uses an SD card, get a big one. That'll give you a longer look back. Take time to dress the power cable. Nobody wants to see that hanging down all the time. Hopefully you least of all. Third, think about audio. All these cameras do record audio inside the car, but some states require all parties give consent for that first. Finally, remember that dash cams cut both ways. They may prove when you were wronged, or they may just prove that you were in the wrong.